Good afternoon and welcome to Nichols Sports TV. I'm Brian Kalajian.
And I'm Sydney Jordan. Wednesday, the 25th, women's soccer defeated Rivier 2-0, but would fall to Salve on Saturday with a score of 3-1. The Bison quickly bounced back on Monday, defeating Framingham State 7-0. Mark Antonio now has 7 shutouts, tied for the second most shutouts in one season in program history. The Bison have now won 9 games in a season for the first time since 2010, and they will travel to Western New England tomorrow to face the Golden Bears.
The Nichols College football team squared off against Salve Regina this past weekend for their annual homecoming game. The Bison entered the game without a win against their conference rival since 2009. Playing well in the hard-fought win was quarterback Mike Pena with a 3-touchdown performance, as well as wide receiver Hunter Ferreira, who had 87 receiving yards on the day. The Bison reached deep into their bag of tricks and executed a fake punt in the third quarter, putting them in a position to regain the lead. On the defensive side, sophomores Joe Cox and Brett Williams were able to stifle the Salve offense with a combined 10 solo tackles and an interception. Congrats to Joe Cox in becoming the second consecutive Bison to win CCC Defensive Player of the Week.
The cross-country team enjoyed a well-deserved week off to round out the first half of the year. They compete at CCRI this Saturday. Good luck to all of the runners.
The men's golf team played at the FSC Fall Invitational this past weekend at Bethpage Red in New York. Jacob Willis finished first for the Bison with scores of 78 and 74, followed by John Marlborough and Reese McLeod. The team would finish in 4th place for the tournament, shooting a team score of 54 over par, with 12 teams competing. Next up for the Bison is the Montgomery Cup this weekend in Pennsylvania.
Women's tennis took down Gordon College this past weekend by a score of 8-1. The Bison swept doubles and handled Gordon well in singles, bringing their record to 7-1 on the season and a perfect 5-0 in conference play. Also, congratulations to Coach Paul Brower for getting his 400th career win this past weekend.
The Nichols College women's volleyball team took on 2 conference matches this week, facing Wentworth on Saturday and the University of New England on Wednesday. Against Wentworth, the leading scorers were Megan Gardner, Allison Tewksbury, and Reagan Richards. Against UNE, the leading scorers were Sherrard Saunders and Jalen Fagan. The Bison would fall to both Wentworth and UNE, bringing their record to 7-7 on the season. The Nichols women's volleyball team looks to improve on their record on the road in a non-conference match against Mass Maritime this Saturday, and then having a home conference match against Western New England on Tuesday at 7 p.m. We hope to see you out there.
This week, the men's soccer team played Becker and Salve Regina. They took home a 6-1 win against Becker, but would fall to Salve. Jacob Sargent scored his 5th goal on the season, making that 3 games in a row with a goal against Salve Regina, solidifying his spot for second in goals on the team. James Chasco DeMoro and Corey McAvoy opened scoring for the season. Their record is now 6-3-1.
The field hockey team took on Gordon and Western New England this week. The Bison would fall to Gordon in double overtime. Mackenzie Doran and Liz McKinnon both added to their goal totals with 1 each, totaling 6 goals and 2 assists. Thank you for watching. See you next week. Roll Bison!